What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mojisela, but you can call me Mo. Yes, so today we're going to be looking at soldering iron, how to use the soldering iron, what you should use it for, why you should own one, and how it can definitely solve your problems, make your life easier. Okay? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So when you get to the market, you just ask them for a soldering iron. They'll give you something close to this. It might not be this color, it might not be this size, but you should definitely have this tip. I heard that a lot of soldering iron have different tips, but this particular tiny tip is what you should look out for. It's going to come with a plastic handle, a plug, and the iron part, of course. So when you put it on, it's going to on lights by the side here. I will see very shortly. Okay, so the things that you can use it to create, you can make applique from your lace fabric, just in case you're not trying to use a random fabric. So you can get it from your lace fabric like this, and we are going to be tracing these patterns out of that particular lace that you just saw. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. As you can see, it's been a while since I've been using this, and the price depends on your area. I think I got this about 2000 when I got it. So I'm going to be using that slab over there as my flat surface. You can use any ceramic plate from your kitchen, okay? So this is the light I said it was going to on. And I have my tissue close by just to clean the tip of my soldering iron whenever I finish using it, because you definitely have stains of fabric on it, and you don't want that to stay there for too long, then it will be very difficult to take it off. So I'm just going to wait for the iron to be hot, because this first one is it wasn't working. Yeah, now so it's going to work. Wait for about 2 minutes, and then you start tracing your pattern. You follow the shape of your pattern, whatever you want to cut out. Don't forget that we're trying to make an applique, whatever you call it, applique, and we're going to be using our hands to separate it, just like that, or like so. Alright, so you can see the smoke. There's a smoke coming out. The first time I used this, and I'm like, hey, what's this one? But do not be worried. Do not worry. It's normal. It's supposed to come out. That's how this soldering used to behave. That's why it do behave. Leave it like that. I'm so hyped for this video. I don't know why. Anyways, this is what I just got out of this pattern right now. And then I'm going to clean the tip of my soldering iron, like I said, so that I don't run into problems. Yeah, look at what I cut out, and you can still go ahead and use the soldering iron to trim the edges for neater something. This is another one, and I'm going to just show us again how I did it. And you can cut as many as possible from a particular lace that you're working with. If you don't want to purchase any new applique, or you're just trying to get everything from your client's fabric. Now I'm going to be working with this Ankara fabric. I heard that the original fabrics, the very thick ones, I don't know if it works. I heard it may not work on them, but the very soft one and not so expensive one work fine, because this is not so expensive. And yeah, this is like the small type of wax. When I'm making so many patches on dresses like this, you definitely want to use soldering iron, because it makes your work easier and neater. Because if you use scissors, you're going to be slow, and then the edges might still be rough. But soldering iron would cut out neatly and bond the edges, so that it can be ready for maybe interlocking or interwoven or whatever they do. Some people place it on plain fabrics and then stone the edges to cover it up, or embroidery the edges to cover it up. So it makes sense to use soldering iron, and that's why I'm giving you this gist now as a beginner. When you see fashion designers with soldering iron, I don't think they now work in a plumbing office. They are still in the profession. It's just making life easier for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so watch me carefully, and please watch your hand when you're working with this thing. It burns. When I tell you it burns, sis. This thing they burn shaggy. I'm always very careful when using it, like, I can't even talk too much, because you clean, don't forget to clean. Even as I'm cleaning, I'm being careful. Don't just go and clean. Don't go and use your hand on the tip, please. Please. Alright, so that's like a test run for the Ankara fabric. I wanted to know if it was going to work on this particular fabric, and it did. So let's now trace our main assignment. I'm going to trace out the tree or the leaf or the flower, whatever this is. I'm going to just speed it up now so that we don't get too sleepy. Okay, so I'm just going to trace it on the edges, and you don't need to press it too much. It's not something that is it's not that deep. You get, like, it's just the tip, the tip touch the fabric, and then it's good. And if you see that it's not coming up, you can use your hands to detach them, separate them somehow. You get me? So you have to be careful with it, like I said. And when you want to drop it on your slab. Don't drop it on your table, so that it doesn't burn something else or other fabric that you may have. You have to be really careful when working with a soldering iron. So let's just watch this. By the way, shout out to everyone that has been subscribing to my channel. You guys made me so happy over the weekend, and it just makes me happy that a lot of people are watching my videos and then they are subscribing. Who is this small girl that is subscribing to my channel? You all are the real MVPs. Thank you so much. And if you've not subscribed, please do that right now. We are good people around here. We are beautiful people around here. Join the family. Don't make this the last time you're here. All right, thanks. Kisses. So now someone might be wondering that, oh, okay, me, I don't want to trace out lace, so I want to buy a pleat ball. I want to know how to trace. You can actually trace a pleat too. Just put them down here, like this particular one. You may not want to use it just the way it came, so you will just trace it out wherever you want to use. Remove the net part, and then you're good. That's so easy. Now the next thing that we'll be using this soldering iron to do is creating holes for your eyelets and all. Although I have this particular machine, I be puncher or plier. It has a puncher above. It just doesn't feel right to be using that thing. First, I didn't know it was meant to punch. Then when I found out it still doesn't work well, I think it overdoes the job. Like, it just punch more than what I need. When I'm using the small eyelet, that small size of eyelet, it doesn't just work well, and I end up having something bigger than, like, I end up having a hole bigger than my eyelet. It just doesn't work well. So I decided to start using soldering iron for my holes and see where that takes me. I'm going to show you the difference between using this puncher and using soldering iron. Although a lot of people use scissors to just cut, like fold into four and cut out that part, that tiny part they will need. But if you have a soldering iron, I don't think you would be needing the scissors. All you need to do is just use a soldering iron to punch your fabric, and you're good to go. If you look at this one now, it's still shaking. Look at it. It's still shaking. So when I use my soldering iron now, you see how perfect that is. In case you're using tiny eyelets like this, you can just easily punch small hole with your soldering iron, and that is gonna save your life. It save you from spoiling your client's clothes or even your Christmas clothes. Okay. That is one of the reasons I said that this soldering iron can save your life. All right, so I'm just going to be showing you what it looks like using the soldering iron to punch your hole, and then you just have to bring the plier and then press it. That's all. Just in case you've been wondering how to do something like this as a beginner, this is just the easy way to do it, which is soldering iron. Look how neat this is. Look at the other one. Look at it. Can you see? I don't know if it's a me thing, but I feel like I think I heard someone complain about the puncher of that particular plier too. So let's talk about the bigger size. In case you've seen these ones that they use the government machine for, you can still use your soldering iron to punch the hole. I already made one, so I'm going to show us how to use it. This particular government machine is so old. I think it's even older than me. She belongs to my mother, and I'm just going to put my dies in it. And look at this is what the eyelets look like for the bigger size. You punch your hole. Make sure you don't overdo. Don't overdo. Get me? Just punch something that you think is okay. Then pick up your eyelet. I think that's too small. Open more. Use your discretion, guys. You get. Use your discretion. So, and then you just turn it over. Place the cover. You see this type of back, can you see? Place the cover on it, and then you just press it down. Apply pressure, okay? And that's that about that. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and watch the rest of my videos. I'll be linking above. I love you so much. If you got to this point and you are here to subscribe, come on now. Come on. Just click the subscribe button. It is free, babes. It is free, uncle. It is free. Thank you so much. Put on the post notification, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.